I'm a sickle cell warrior. Before I do this, I have to remind myself that okay, I have sickle cell. And there was a point again when every single day of my life I go through pain, but I still show up. Sickle cell has taught me how to pray. It is hard. Like if you're a sickle cell warrior and you're watching this, like it is very, very hard because there is stigmatization that comes with being a sickle cell warrior. Some negative words I've gotten, negative comments I've gotten, they get to me. Yes, they get to me. But
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abiola Babs. I create content on relationship, lifestyle, factables life. If this is the first time you're tuning in, thank you so much for coming back to watch me. So please, be a bona fide member of this family. Do well to click on the subscribe button. Damn it, please tell them to subscribe.
please subscribe, like this video,
Thank you.
comment, share,
Thank you so
and
much.
turn on your notification bell.
Thank you. So today we have a guest in the house. Can you do it to introduce yourself?
Okay, hi everyone.
Hi.
My name is Oluwadamlola Precious Uyewumi,
Okay.
but I prefer being called Dam Precious.
Precious.
So I am here on this channel today. I don't know what I want to talk about,
Okay.
but definitely I am here to talk about sickle cell. Yeah. So, and aside
She's
from
also a
that,
YouTuber, so please, I'll be dropping a link in the
the
description box. So please do well to click on the subscribe button. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. It's so nice to be here. Actually, finally, like.
Thank you. Thank you. So today's topic, told story about sickle cell.
Hmm.
Mm,
Mm.
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 So Dami, how is it for you?
Being a sickle cell warrior.
Yes.
I'd say it has been a job where you're not getting paid. A toxic environment where you have to be careful, you have to tread carefully, and like hey, you have to be sure that whatever it is you are doing, you pay extra attention to what you are doing. Like even down to the people around you, you pay extra attention to the people around you. It has been challenging. It has been it has the positive side, yeah. It has the negative side. I think that's more of negativity to it than positivity. Yeah. So, but then it has been challenging, so challenging. Times when you just want to be happy, but sickle cell has to be the biggest intruder that comes into your life at that moment in time, and then you have all these like kind of emotions that you can't even explain what's going on, which is just like, let me use this example. I'm a female, you're a female, and this whole menstrual cycle, like it's like a circle on its own. Once you're out of one crisis like this, you have to be careful that okay, I have to like do this, I have to do this, I have to do that. So it has been challenging, like trying to we pay attention to our life here, but paying extra attention to the fact that okay, I am a sickle cell warrior. Before I do this, I have to remind myself that okay, I have sickle cell. So whatever it is A can do, I probably might not be able to do it. And those thoughts in itself could be a trigger, because by the time you start thinking, calm down, take a step back, it's like you're also putting pressure on yourself unknowingly. So it has been challenging basically.
So what would you like to say to guys that know that they are AS? Lady that knows that she's also AS, and they're saying that God will enter their life and change their genotype, because there are some things that I don't understand. I'm not saying that I don't believe in God. If you know me very well, you know that Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I don't have any other God. But then, because seeing sickle cell, like the kind of pain they go through, and I'm like, if people know that you are both AS and you're saying you want to get married, that God will enter you people and change your genotype, kind of like,
they're in love.
Please, what do you just have to say about that?
Okay, I like there's nothing that has to be said, because it's common sense.
Okay, that is no harm. Okay.
It's common sense, honestly. Like I'm sitting here now, I am not married, but then there are people out there that they've gotten married, AS and AS, and they are living fine. But there are a lot of factors to it. You understand what I'm trying to say? There are a lot of factors that comes with it. But you that you've not gotten into a relationship, or you're just getting into a relationship, and you find out that the person you're in love with genotype is not aligning with your own, it is not compatible with your genotype, and you still want to go ahead with the fact that
I marry the person,
I want to love this person, because logically, like it is medically safe, it is not advisable. Like put normal logic into it. Can you like seal your own child suffering in the real sense? Like it is very, 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 very not advisable. Like the best advice is to
Can you hear that?
just carry that love, go and
Transfer
pray
it to
and
somebody
transfer the
else.
love to
Like
somebody else
instead of you bringing up
instead of
a
bringing
child,
innocent. And sometimes people say, okay, AS and AS can marry. Sometimes people say AS and AS can marry. Why? You'll be like, okay, I will adopt, I will do this, I will do that. But have you had a discussion? Have you had like a sit down discussion with that person that, okay, do you want to adopt?
Yes.
You understand this kind of conversation? Do you think your body or your health can carry the whole IVF
or
and everything?
Do you have money?
Do you have the money
to take care of
so aside from even giving birth, like there's a test they do when a lady is pregnant, a woman is pregnant now, and they get to know the genotype of the child. Do you want to go through all those financial stress? Do you want to go through all those, like, for me, I believe if there's anything in this life, I don't want to spend my money on anything that has to do with health. In quotes, like, not like I won't take care of myself or live healthy, but when it is already becoming out of the norms, like I'll not start looking for where to please
to look for money again.
to look for
Because
money.
for
Like
me
the
now,
whole stress is it's not advisable, because mentally you'll be drained.
Yeah, actually.
Emotionally you'll be drained. Like, so are you ready? Are you really ready? Take love out of it. Take the butterflies out of it. Are you really ready?
Because it's every time you actually feel the love.
Are you really ready? And sometimes someone say AA and SS can marry. If you are getting married to AA, is the person even ready to take care of you as a sickle cell like warrior outside the whole love? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So it is very, very, very unadvisable. Once your genotype is not compatible,
just
don't think about it.
For me, actually, it is. And if I see that I'm really liking these people, before you will tell me that we should date each other, I will use time. It's not like you now start thinking that maybe this girl is looking for a relationship or something like that. The first thing I thought, sorry, it's with style. Like, sorry, what's your genotype? You tell me AS, I already know that I cannot date you. Because what's the point of me dating you if I know that I cannot marry you? Just tell you that, oh, okay, I will look for one excuse and tell you that you cannot date. Because me like this, I don't think I have so much strength like that. You now give birth. Exactly. You now be taking care of an SS. Please, I beg in the name of God. This relationship thing is not, see, the thing they pay me, because I've actually seen, I used to work in a pharmacy, so I know when they come and get drugs. The drugs are expensive. The kind of pain, you yourself will be like, the way they work at times when they are going through pain, then you'll be like, God, it's so much. Hey, please, I beg you, I beg, this love, you find love somewhere else, I beg. But then, can you tell us the positive side?
Positive side, for example, this what we are doing right here.
Okay.
To be very honest, because sickle cell brought me out of my comfort zone, in the real sense, and it is hard. Like, if you're a sickle cell warrior and you're watching this, like, it is very, very hard, because there's stigmatization that comes with being a sickle cell warrior. Like, even as like where I am right now currently as a sickle cell advocate, there are some negative words I've gotten, negative comments I've gotten. They get to me, yes, they get to me, but I've come to understand the fact that I just have to keep advocating for people to understand. I just have to keep giving voice for people to understand. So another positive side that comes with being a sickle cell warrior is that you'll be bold. Yes, you'll be bold, because this is where the boldness comes. Once you are in pain and there's nothing that you can do, and the people around you, they don't know that you have sickle cell, you'll be forced to talk. Like, you'll be forced to talk and say, okay, this is what is going on with me, because I see no reason why you are in pain, and like, this is like I'm talking to myself. Because I see no reason why you should be in pain and you can't help the people around you. So another thing sickle cell has done for me is it has made me meet awesome people, awesome sickle cell warriors, awesome friends, awesome people that they love me for who I am, aside from being a sickle cell warrior. So sickle cell has really expanded my network, so to say. It has expanded my network, like it is evident that it has expanded my network. Another thing positive thing that sickle cell gives to me is that I tend to be strong when I'm supposed to be weak. To be very honest, like the strength you don't expect to have, you find it when, I'm talking as a sickle cell warrior.
Yeah.
You find it when you have sickle cell. I'm not saying sickle cell is a good thing, but then the strength, for example, there was a particular point in my life when I was having crises back to back, and I was trying as much as possible to show up. So it is only my friends, people around me that knows that, okay, this girl is actually not feeling fine, but she's showing up. But to an outsider, this girl is strong, stuff and stuff like that. So I find strength in my weakness.
She's a warrior.
Yeah, I find strength in my weakness. And there was a point again when every single day of my life, I go through pain, but I still show up. Sickle cell has taught me how to pray, because you have to start praying that I don't want to fall sick. I don't want to fall sick. This divine health, like I have it. That's taught me affirmations. Like, there are the negative side to it here, but I really believe in seeing the positive side of whatever it is that we are going through. I'm not saying God is allowing you to pass through a particular situation because you want to learn from it or not, but in whatever situation you find yourself, try as much as possible to learn from it. Like, sickle cell made me learn emotional intelligence. I got to know that, okay, these are the kind of things you say to even normal people that are going through something. These are the kind of words you say to them. These are the kind of reaction you give. These are the kind of emotions you show. I've not gotten to where I want to be as a sickle cell advocate, but then I realized the fact that being a voice, being a voice is actually very important, because I've been there before, and to some extent I am still there, but I've been there before, and it really is not easy to be a sickle cell warrior when the stigmatization around you, the people around you do not understand what it is you are going through.
So can you just tell us like the example of some of the stigmatization that you go through?
Okay, for example, I woke up, like, we meet for the first time here, and over, like, along the line, along our conversation, I get to tell you that I'm a sickle cell warrior, and your first response is, I know someone who died of sickle cell. That one at first is like like you are trying to tell me that, okay, in the next few days something is going to happen to me. That's the first thing. Another thing is the way you start relating to me. For instance, we'll be friends for, I don't have friends that don't know my genotype. Like, we've been acquaintances for months, and then along one of our conversation or somewhere you saw it that I am a sickle cell warrior. And before, or we're a colleague at work, let me use this example. We're a colleague at work. Before you give me tax, like 100% tax of my role, and on hearing that I'm a sickle cell warrior, you decided to start giving me 20% of 100% tax. How did I tell you that I can't do it? You understand? There is this sudden withdrawal some people give to you, and makes you feel like, okay, I'm not good enough as a sickle cell warrior. Makes you feel like, if I say my genotype now, if I tell someone that this is my genotype, who they be looking at me as someone who is weak. I've had those experiences before. Anytime I'm sick, when I was in secondary school, my classmates will be like, she's sick already, she can't come from exam, and a lot of it. But then, now that I'm older than that time, I come to understand that, okay, my classmates do not understand what being a sickle cell warrior is done. So it's understandable, like, for them to judge me that way. But the goal now is to keep advocating till we get to people who are younger than this our generation, so they can know the kind of things they get to say to sickle cell warriors out there. Once you meet a sickle cell warrior, you don't withdraw. If you cannot handle being around them, just let them know that.
Just leave them.
Like, let them know that, okay, I don't think I can be friends with you. Like, be assertive, yes. Just let them know. It might be painful to them as a sickle cell warrior, but just let them know. Don't just withdraw, and whatever it is you're doing for them or with them before, you start doing it. And there's the part of you looking out for them. But there's also the part of you giving them that pity eye. I say something, sympathize, empathize rather, don't sympathize. Like, be there for them, but don't make them feel like they are a burden to you. Like, those things could actually depress them. It could make them go back into their shell. Like, it takes confidence, it takes boldness, it takes a lot of, like, thinking and everything before someone will come to you as a sickle cell warrior that I have sickle cell and tell you that I have sickle cell. Because in my head, I'm already playing a lot of questions, like a lot of assumptions that, okay, what if I tell this person and this person will start looking at me like,
somehow.
or this person will be like, oh, I know, that's why you're asking, please,
Somehow.
no, or, oh, I know, that's why your eyes is like this, oh, I know, that's why you have this, oh, I know, that's why you used to be sick, or, like,
All the
please,
time.
no, it doesn't like work that way. Better don't say anything than say something
that we hurt them.
Hurt a sickle cell warrior. So,
what are the things that you should not say to a sickle cell warrior? What are the things that you should not say to a sickle cell warrior?
one is